You expensive, you know that?
I'm high maintenance a little bit, but not in a negative way. I just like extremely expensive things.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is London. I also go by London Lux, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be coming to you guys with a request from a subscriber. So it's pretty much just going to be my overall experience at A&T, why I chose A&T, and I've broken it down to 5 categories. I just broke it down to 5 categories that I think hits on everything that she asked for in the video. So her name is It's Tiny XO. She requested the video, and so I broke it down into why I chose North Carolina A&T, what I like about North Carolina A&T, my experiences, good and bad, and dorms and parties / GO. So I think that'll pretty much summarize my overall thoughts about A&T so far, and then hopefully help you guys decide whether or not you would like to be an Aggie. So let's get right into the video. Alrighty, so first, why I chose North Carolina A&T. So I chose North Carolina A&T because it is an HBCU, of course, and I definitely wanted to have an HBCU experience because I did come from a predominantly black high school, but the school spirit was definitely lacking, so I didn't want to repeat that same thing. I wanted to go to a school that had, you know, school spirit, so that's what I did. And then I also chose A&T because they do have a fashion, merchandising, and design program, which was pretty important for me. I wanted to study something in college that I actually have a passion for, and not something that I was just doing to get a 9-to-5 or anything like that. So I also chose it because it was out of state. I didn't want to go to school in Baltimore, Maryland, and the pricing was a lot better than Howard, which is the other HBCU that I did get accepted into. So yeah, I did get accepted into Howard. I know a lot of people feel like Howard is like, I mean, it is like #1 HBCU pretty much, but it's like, from videos that I've seen and just the simple fact that they don't offer fashion, I just kind of deaded that one out, and they did take a long time. If you guys did apply to Howard, don't feel like discouraged if you don't receive your acceptance letter like around the time that you receive your other acceptance letters, because I think I didn't receive my acceptance letter / email from Howard until April or May, which is very inconvenient because, you know, you want to kind of get that idea of what school you're going to go to college wise, so that you can like just start watching YouTube videos, start getting seeing what dorm you want to be in, and all that good stuff. So I had kind of already had my mind set on A&T by the time I got my acceptance letter to Howard. So yeah. Next category is what I like about North Carolina A&T. So like I said, school spirit, of course. School spirit is definitely at the top of the list for A&T. We definitely have a lot of Aggie pride, even alumni and stuff like that. When you go out and you tell people, oh, I go to A&T, they're like, and they go there too. It's like they actually have pride in going to their school. So I really like that. And the campus overall. So A&T is a very big campus, which I like. I wanted to go to a school where everybody didn't really know everybody type of thing. And I feel like it's a lot of people that know each other kind of. But it's like at the same time, I can go to A&T and see a different face every single day. So yeah, and then we have a lot of renovated buildings and stuff like that as well at A&T. We're actually getting a brand new building this year. So if you guys are coming in, I think it should be done by fall semester, but yeah, so it's gonna be really nice. It's gonna have like a lot of recreations from what I heard. So yeah, A&T has a really nice campus, and the resources that A&T offers are very good as well, even though we do have the stereotypical like HBCU experience when it comes to like financial aid assistance and like them taking a long time to get information back to you and stuff like that. We do have that, but in terms of resources, we have an abundance of resources. We have what do we have? We have counseling, couples counseling, and regular counseling, of course, like therapy and stuff like that. We also have a lot of tutoring programs, like anything you can think of pretty much is a tutor for it. We also have the opportunity for, if you want to create your own org, which, I mean, hopefully you guys have watched that video. It's called Big Announcement. I'll try to like link it or something. But you can create your own organization. It is a very, very tedious process, but it's a resource. Like I say, you can leave your legacy at A&T if you want to. So yeah, it's a lot of different things you can do at A&T, and if you're an out-of-state student, you can actually still kind of feel like it's a home away from home, because we have the resource of having an organization for your hometown. So for example, we have Charm City Aggies, which is a Baltimore organization here at A&T, so that I can connect with people that are from Baltimore, so I don't feel like so out of place. Especially for your freshman year, I think that that's a great resource to have. So my experiences, like best and worst wise, so I would say socially and all that. So I would say my experience so far has been pretty chill. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, I want college to be the best 4 years of my life, blah blah blah. Like, I'm just here to get my education pretty much, and whatever friends and social events I come across along the way, that's cool too. So it's like, how do I describe, like, that's pretty much what it was. Like, of course my freshman year I was going to parties and all that stuff, like clubs, but I've always been like a kickback type of person. So like, especially last semester, when you guys know I was doing more of the, you know, but yeah, it's pretty chill. Like, you meet a lot of cool people, like, but we'll get, the next topic is, the next part of this is the worst experience, which my worst experiences here so far has been with females. But yeah, worst experiences so far here have been with females. I actually think it's because I always try to steer clear of females for the most part, because I just have not, like, my whole life, not just at A&T, like, I haven't had the best experiences with females. It's just like, even if you try to avoid it, it's just like they bring the drama to you type thing. So it's like, I met a girl at orientation or whatever, and we was real cool. Like, we was real cool before we came to school. We wound up choosing each other as roommates and everything. And we were in pretty like bad dorms. We were in Barbie, which is like one of the worst dorms that you can be in. So in order to get into better dorms, Alex Haley is where we stayed, which is like a smaller version of Barbie, so it's really not that great, but it's better than Barbie overall. So yeah, we decided to join this LLC called, which is a living learning community, and it's called Sisters. And that was pretty much kind of the worst decision that I made, but I don't never regret anything. I don't take it back, because it's all a learning experience, and if one thing didn't happen, another thing, you know, like, everything just goes together pretty much. So my experience with that was pretty bad. Like, it was a lot of girls that just did not like me and didn't know me, pretty things. But like, you know how girls just be like, oh well, she seemed like she got an attitude, so I don't like her. Like, we not gonna fuck with her. We gonna talk shit about her because she seemed like she got a bad attitude, because she keeps to herself. So that's that. I'm not gonna talk too much, give people too much of my energy. So on to the next. So the next topic is dorms. So the dorms are cool depending on what dorm you get, of course. So like I said, Barbie is pretty much one of the worst ones that you can get, but unfortunately a lot of freshmen and transfer students do get Barbie. Barbie is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie to you. But you can always try and put in a request for a room change. It's pretty hard to do because like when that happens, everybody is trying to request for a room change, so it's like a lottery type of thing, I guess. But they tell you that dorms are first come first serve, but I really don't believe that, because when I did my dorm applications, my housing application, I did mine pretty in advance and still ended up with I still ended up in Barbie. So I really think it just depends on like who they match you up with, because they do like a match system, I think, based on, I don't know how it works. Honestly, I'm just gonna say Barbie is not a good one. Alex Haley is like a better one for a freshman, but pretty much Sweets, Pride, and Villages are the best options for you. Morrow is an all girls dorm, which I heard is pretty nasty as well. And Cooper is an all boys dorm. And one of the little like immature terms that they use for the girls that go in Cooper to visit their guy friends is Cooper Trooper. So I mean, if you don't really care much about that type of thing, don't worry about it. But if that's something that will bother you, then try to stay clear of that. And last but not least, for the topic that I'm sure you guys are all interested in, parties / G-Ho. Okay, so A&T is pretty much hyped up to be the best homecoming on earth or whatever. And party wise is definitely known for being like a turned school, you know, lit, all that. But I would say overall, I think my freshman year I did have a lot of fun. But it just gets repetitive. Like parties and stuff like that, they get very repetitive. But I think that's anywhere you go when you're in college, especially in Greensboro, when it's really not much to do. It's about 2-3 clubs that everybody goes to on a regular basis, and it gets, like I said, just repetitive. You get tired of the free ticket thing, and then still ended up having to pay at least $10 to get in a party, because the free ticket expires after a certain time, and then they hold the line. So that's pretty much how the party thing goes. Like I said, I was always a kickback type of person, so parties was only like if the parties was like pretty talked about, pretty hyped up parties. That's the only parties that I really went to my freshman year. But this semester, I don't even think I went to one party, honestly, like to the club. G-Ho, I did. I think I went to 2 clubs during G-Ho, and that was it. Like, that's probably the only time I will go to the clubs down here, because it's just like, oh, and Trey Songz is coming in February, so me and Elena talking about going to that. But it's just like, other than that, I'm not feeling paying $10 to have my neck breathed on all night. Like, but if that's what you want to do, it's like, I'm just joking. Freshman year, go for it. Like, it's fun. The first few times you go, you with your homegirls, you cute, you know, it's cute. You can do that your freshman year, live it up. But I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna get tired of it eventually. So yeah. And then G-Ho, I would say G-Ho, so this year for G-Ho, in the fall, so the fall, first semester, sophomore year, my G-Ho experience was not good. It just wasn't good. Like, I pretty much got into a fight with this girl. And I don't fight, like, I can fight, but I don't fight. Like, that's just not me no more. Like, I used to get riled up real easily, but I feel like with maturity, it's just like, why am I about to fight you? And I don't even know you. I don't have no real reason to want to fight you. Like, so, but it was because, again, I don't have good experience with females. Like, I really don't, especially drunk females that cannot handle their liquor. So that's another thing. If you're going to drink, underage drink, I mean, I'm not your mother. Do what you want to do, but handle your liquor, because it's nothing worse it's nothing worse. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's nothing worse than a girl that cannot handle her liquor and it is just sloppy drunk. Like, you do not want to be that girl. So just have good friends for one, and know how to handle your liquor and your mouth while you are drunk, because it can get you in some stuff that you don't want to be in. So let's just say, yeah, I didn't have a good experience for doing G-Ho, because the plans just did not go as planned for G-Ho, and the weather was trash. Like, that's another thing that contributed, which isn't really G-Ho's fault, you know, but the weather was trash. The Migos were like 3 hours late for the concert on Saturday night of G-Ho, so we couldn't do anything but go to Waffle House after the concert was over. Like, it just wasn't a good experience. But I think it was a lot of factors for this G-Ho that just didn't play well together. So I have high hopes for next G-Ho. So hopefully we can get it together and redeem ourselves, because last G-Ho just was not good. And if y'all want a story time on that, I don't even think I'm gonna do any story times that are revolving around a female. Like, because at one point I was gonna do a story time about my roommates situation, but I'm just not gonna give airtime, my breath, my energy, my vibes, none of that to a female. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. So sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so let's talk about positive though. My freshman year G-Ho was really fun. Like, I really had fun during my freshman year of G-Ho. We just had a really good time. Like, we did do the clubs and stuff like that. The 3 days that I did get for G-Ho were good. But unfortunately I didn't have my whole G-Ho last year, because that's the time that my dad passed, so I had to go home. But last year's G-Ho that I had was good, was fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I also want to say thank you guys so much for 618 subscribers, something like that. Thank you guys so much, because I know that I have not been as consistent as I would like to be for my videos, but it's 2018, baby. We shooting to the top. So yeah, I have a lot of video ideas, and I want to say thank you to it's Tiny XO for requesting the video, and I'm sorry that it took me a month or so to get the video done for you, but I hope that this answered you and everybody else's questions that are interested in A&T, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment if you did enjoy, of course, and make sure you leave me a comment definitely if you have any further questions. So I'll see you in my next video. Love ya. Working, ain't ya? You don't have no time to lay up. You just trying to be somebody. For you say you need somebody.